Hello and welcome back to That Sound. How are you all doing on this fine Wednesday evening? Hope you're well. I'm coming back with another transfer review because we have some breaking news on a leaver from Old Trafford. And it's not one that we're surprised by, really. It's one Adnan Januzaj. He has been confirmed that he's moving to Real Sociedad for £9 million. So just to say that again, Adnan Januzaj, it's a confirmed deal, is moving to Real Sociedad for £9 million. Not really a surprise. He's been out of the picture really for the last couple of seasons. Such a disappointment really, because he had such a good start at Man United, and I think everyone thought he was going to be a pretty regular player for the next few years at least. Brilliant winger. I remember that debut against Sunderland, the 2 goals, and you just thought, this lad has arrived. I can't remember a better debut really since Ronaldo came on the scene, or even Rooney hat-trick. That's not too tardy, is it? So very, very disappointing. He was great in that Moyes season. Otherwise was just a terrible, catastrophic season. And he was the one shining light, and then he just never moved forward really. I think it was pretty clear that there was some pretty poor attitude problems from him. I know a lot of people have talked about it. Warren Joyce particularly made a number of comments on about James Wilson as well, I think. But yeah, Adnan Januzaj apparently just wasn't willing to put the effort in. Kind of was a shining example of a young player who wanted it all on his terms, from what I read. Obviously, you can't believe everything, but bearing in mind the way his seasons have gone since that first great season, it bodes pretty much the picture, doesn't it? He went on at Dortmund, didn't he? Didn't really happen for him. Again, at Sunderland last year, it really wasn't. He didn't do anything for them really. I was looking out for him, and there's not really, bar a couple of games that I saw him really produce anything on the pitch. And you thought he might have a revival under Moyes, who obviously worked for him, but it just wasn't to be. So disappointing really. You can't help, you can't help have a little feeling that there might still be something there. But United have popped in a buyback clause. They've got obviously some add-ons as well in case he does well or he goes on to bigger and better things. But there is a buyback clause in there, so they maybe don't think it's totally done. But he's left a message on Twitter to United fans, which is actually quite nice to read. Bearing in mind, as I say, what we've just mentioned, what we hear all the time about his attitude issues. He obviously has a love for the club, and he's been at the club since, I can't remember how long it is, but he's been there, I think, since he was an early teenager. So, obviously, he's a Manchester United lad, really, from that. But again, it's kind of essentially, a good example of the problems that we have with bringing young players through in this kind of environment. So anyway, sad, but inevitable. Really, he wasn't put in the squad for the tour, so that was to be expected. So just if you are coming back and tuning into this, it's just to confirm that Adnan Januzaj has now officially moved from Manchester United. Don't think that changes much in terms of the squad, in terms of replacements or anything like that. Obviously, he wasn't involved last year, and really we're looking for a player in that sort of mould anyway, particularly as a winger. Which brings me on to Perisic, which is moving ever closer. Apparently, rumours are, or reports are, that next week we'll see the deal done. Apparently, they've moved further forward with a fee, although a fee has still not been agreed. This is an ongoing saga, isn't it? I think we're going to probably see this for the next couple of weeks. I just hope United haven't given into that £48 million transfer fee, because he's really, really not worth that, as I've already alluded to in previous videos. Other updates are Bakayoko. He's looking ever more like he's going to Chelsea, which was pretty much spot on anyway. I mean, I'd like to think. I'm just checking up my computer here. I'd like to have thought that we could have nicked a deal, and I think there is something in there. I think we've looked at him I think we definitely looked at him, no doubt about it. I think Chelsea's involvement is a tricky one. Also, and he's kind of waiting on this really to see what we do defensively, because obviously Matic was a priority. The reports are that Chelsea aren't going to do any business with us this year after that. But surely they won't cut their face off to spite their nose, or whatever the saying is. Surely they're going to want to get rid of him if they've got Bakayoko there. He's not going to be happy. They do want to sell to a team abroad, which is fair enough. But I hope we can put our hand in there and get our man, because the other options aren't great. Eric Dyer keeps getting mentioned, and as I've said before, he's not United class. I mean, he's a basic player, and for 50 million, definitely not worth it. Fabinho obviously is still in there. It looks like Fabinho is pretty much set on a move to United, but Monaco just aren't giving any way at all. And any other rumours, particularly Alvaro Morata carries on. Apparently United are still involved interested for him. I really don't see how that's going to happen now. 75 million for another striker who's essentially going to be moving from Real Madrid on the bench to sitting on the bench at United. So I really don't understand why he would come. Bigger rumours now that Zlatan is to be offered a new contract. You don't know who to trust, do you? But that would seem a more obvious deal for us. He probably wouldn't be happy to be sat on the bench either, to be honest. But I don't necessarily think that he should play every game anyway. He was overused this season, and that's why he kind of tailed off towards the end of the year. He scored goals, but he wasn't performing in games particularly. So, yeah, I think it would be good to have him in the squad, definitely, because losing him and Rooney is a big loss, just in the dressing room and obviously in terms of quality as well. So anyway, just to wrap things up, the main news tonight, Adnan Januzaj has left Manchester United for £9 million. Okay, that's everything from me. As ever, please subscribe, share the videos, like the videos, and I will be back with another transfer review.